going to be doing a Meet the Booktuber. I decided to start a booktube channel. And so I thought I would do a Meet the Booktuber just so you guys can get to know me, what I like, and see if that's something that you want to follow. So here we go. I am 25 years old, and as I said, my name is Ashley. My favorite genre is horror, if you can't tell, but I really do like other genres like fantasy, I like romance, thrillers, even historical fiction. Like, I'm a really big fan of Kristen Hanna. I work at a veterinarian office, so I do a whole lot with small animals like dog, cats. I've seen guinea pigs, sugar gliders, all sorts of exotic animals as well. So these are some of my favorite books. I figured I would just talk about a couple of them and just tell you what I like about them. My first book that I really enjoyed is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I actually read this earlier this year as a buddy read with one of my best friends, and for it being like a 600-page book, we tore through it. It was just so good. It was so emotional, and I really enjoyed reading this book. Like, it felt like I was watching a movie the whole time I was reading it. Another book I really enjoyed was The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. This book is an enemies to lovers in a workspace environment, and it is so good. I actually listened to this one on audiobook first, earlier this year again, and I loved it. The tension between the two is just so good, and I really liked the romantic buildup. Another one of my favorite books is The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. If you can't tell, I have annotated this book like crazy. It's just one of those books that warm my heart. It made me feel so many things in the best way possible. And the children are just so precious. And I love how you have all these things that are supposed to be bad, but it's shown in the best way possible. So I don't want to give too much away, but if you have not read this book and you need a pick-me-up, seriously, check this book out. It is just fantastic. Another one of my favorite books is Misery by Stephen King. I have read this book 3 times on every single format: audiobook, ebook, and physical. This book is about a writer named Paul Sheldon, and he crashes his car and is rescued by a woman named Annie Wilkes, who is supposedly his biggest fan. But instead of releasing him, getting him into the hospital, she takes care of him herself and tortures Paul. And she forces him to write a whole new book. So this book is just awesome. Like, it's so tense, and it all takes place in the same house, but it is a wild roller coaster of tenseness, emotions, everything. I really enjoy it. If you're looking for a good place to start with Stephen King, this is always my go-to. Last favorite book is a book that meant a lot to me as a teenager. I found this book back in high school. I just absolutely devoured it. I picked it up because of the cover at my library, and I just read and read and read and tore through the entire series. And then when I was an adult, the final book finally came out. So I recently did a reread of this, and I still love these books so much. It's about a girl. She is chosen to break a 300-year curse. And there are Indian princesses tigers. There's a love triangle. It's your classic early 2010 romance love triangle. So seriously, it's so good. There's tons of action, adventure, and just some heartwarming moments. So if you're looking for a good read, check this book out. So I have 4 fur babies. 2 of them are dogs, Gizmo and Gucci, and 2 of them are cats, Oliver and Cleo. My cats are 2 tabby cats, and then my dogs, Gucci is a Pomeranian Chihuahua, and Gizmo is a Chihuahua Yorkie. And they are very cuddly, and I love them all. My favorite season would have to be fall. I absolutely love fall. I just love watching all the leaves turn different colors and fall to the ground. It's just the right temperature for me. I just absolutely love fall and all the things associated with it. My favorite TV show would have to be Supernatural, but I also love The Haunting of Hill House as well. That show just destroyed me watching it, and it's just a perfect spooky time show. Supernatural always holds a special place in my heart. It's one of those shows I found back in high school, and I binged watched it, and then when I ran out of episodes to watch, I rewatched it and rewatched it, so I can quote tons of episodes. I can point out what season a certain episode is from. And I even made like a John Winchester journal just so I could keep track of what monster was in what episode, what songs were referenced, what pop culture references were made. It was very detailed. So what am I currently reading? Well, I'm actually reading 3 different books right now. I'm finishing up with Fairy Tale by Stephen King. I got about, I think, 50 pages left. I absolutely love this book. I did not think I was going to like it as much, but I really liked it. He did a great job incorporating fantasy with a twinge of horror and just the balance of good and evil. And this story just warms my heart a bit. I mean, there's, really some bad scenes and everything, but just the beginning warmed my heart a lot. So seriously, a good read. I know it seems chunky, but it's only like, I say only, but only 598 pages. So it's not the longest of King's. I can bust out The Stand if you want a longer one, or It, but seriously, I really liked this book. I'm probably going to give it 5 stars when I finish. So seriously, a good read. The next book I am reading is Just Like Home by Sarah Gailey. I just started it, and so far I'm loving it. It's about a woman coming home to her childhood home because her mother is dying and her father was a serial killer. And so there's supposed to be like a haunted house mixed in with, some grief and coming to terms with everything that she had to go through. And it's recommended for people who like The Haunting of Hill House, as well as I'll Be Gone in the Dark, which is a true crime serial killer book. So far I really like it. I'll be diving more into it today, so we shall see how it goes. And then the last book I am reading is on my Kindle. It's actually an ARC from NetGalley, and it is House with Good Bones by T. Kingfisher. And so far I'm really liking it. I absolutely love T. Kingfisher. I've read the Twisted Ones and the Hollow Places, and also What Moves the Dead, and really enjoyed their work. So excited to dive into this one early. So some hopes I have for the channel are just to hopefully connect with some people who, either have similar tastes than me or just like watching what I put out. And I really hope to make some good bookish content. I know there's like hundreds of booktubers, or actually probably thousands of booktubers out there. So I know it's hard to make a channel stand out, but I just really want to connect with readers and just have a good time. I mean, that's really what I'm here for. So thank you so much for tuning into my first video. I cannot wait to put out some more content for you guys. If you have any ideas, drop some comments down in the comment section below. And if you want to, I am actually on Instagram at Pages and Ash, so same user handle. I'll tag it in the comments below, or the description below as well. But yes, come follow me on Instagram. We have such a good time and I enjoy taking pictures of books. So thank you again for tuning in, and see you next time.